Okay, so last session, you guys began by finding somewhere to rest for the night. You found a nice sort of grove area, which had like these small sort of clouds, which had like almost like starlight in them. It's very fair, like with these sort of wide oak trees. As you guys all settled down for rest, Uramon and Ash took the first watch and were rudely interrupted by some form of ethereal undead-like creature who, after combat, didn't seem to. You guys seem to have a bit of the upper hand, and then she had a massive wail, and about half the party just went down. That Uramon managed to finish her off, but Shay saw to reviving the rest of you, and Ash as well. With that in hand, the rest of that night went pretty well. You guys were able to forage food and stuff quite easily within the forest. Tara, probably the only sort of good news from that session, you found a nice sort of overcoat with a nice wolf fur lining hidden within the bow of a tree.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
but
did.
I didn't find a bow.
No, you did not find a bow, no, unfortunately. And you guys sailed into rest near a stream just off the road. There were some sort of hedges and stuff around. And you were rudely, Uramon was rudely interrupted by a single runner. He seemed a little bit drunk, a little bit cocky. Uramon did manage to wake up Shay before he emerged from the bushes, demanding that a payment be made and that no need to have any trouble, just have some gold, some goods, he'll be on his way. He'd be fine. Uramon saw it as a gift from the Primordials to take their revenge. Quickly grabbing hold of her after Shay sort of failed to attempt to grab hold of her. Combat sort of ensued with wolves joining the fray on the bandit side, and you guys managed to wake each other up. Ash mounting onto Molly and commanding figure on the battlefield, smashing people with his spiritual weapon. You guys took care of those pretty easily. Savina sort of buried most of those bodies away, but you were then interrupted again, this time Ash and Savina as 4 direwolves emerged from the forest. Uramon doing battle with one single-handedly in the southern section of the area, while the rest of you dealt with the other direwolves. One of the direwolves pouncing on Molly straight away, dragging her. You did manage to save Molly before she sort of went to the next world. Uramon unfortunately didn't get the kill on his duel, as his final blow just missed the killing mark, and Caddy came in with the smallest dragon's breath we've ever seen, and finished the direwolf. The rest of your night, you guys decided to, rather than lose out on rest, you decided to catch up on rest a little bit later the next day, upon sort of finishing up your rations from the morning and preparing yourself. Ashby, using your blessing, a elven tune started to play out across the forest, and but Shay and Uramon were charmed by this tune and started to meander their way south into the forest further. Shay managed to realize that it was some sort of charm, and for cover of accidents, you guys realize that you probably had to hurt each other a little bit. Kay took a javelin from Uramon to the back of the head. Shay fired a couple of arrows, one at Ash, one at Erky. Didn't let Erky go off on his own. Thank you, Shay.
Yep.
Uramon was able to wake Savina from whatever sort of spell it. Tara proved to be the most troublesome, just sort of avoiding any form of attack to sort of stop her. Eventually, she was stopped by, I think it was Callie that stopped her eventually. No, you managed to dodge Callie's attack. Who stopped you in the end?
Uramon threw a stick very far.
That's it.
Yeah, okay, cool.
It was a very impressive throw.
Yeah.
That reminds me about Callie. So I was reading up on Find Familiar, and familiars don't get an attack action.
Oh, they don't?
No, I don't think so. in combat. A familiar can't attack, but it can take other actions. So I think all that means is, like, if you want to do stuff like Dragon Breath, you can cast it on Callie, but then you use your action to activate it. Whereas previously you've been obviously getting an action through Callie, and then you've been able to do an action with Savina as well.
Yeah.
Which, unfortunately, not allowed. So sorry about that. I've been a little bit too lax in the past.
Okay.
I think
No,
that
it's
applies
fine.
for Volatoy as well. I don't think he can attack either.
I didn't
That's like-
even know that was a thing. So
Yeah,
Today I
apparently that's the
learned.
thing. Yeah, I happened to read through the spell the other day.
Are you sure? I'm just gonna have a look.
Yeah, I'm not.
I just
too sure
want to
about
make
Volatoy.
sure. Yeah.
I don't think it does specifically state. I know that when at level 6, when you can turn into Volatoy, or you can merge Volatoys, you're not allowed to attack.
No, I can't attack in V's form.
Yeah. Yes, I'm not 100% sure on Volatoy. It's not necessarily clear.
I
and
know
unfortunately there's
that it says that V has like the same like stats and stuff as like a regular raven, and I know like a raven does
A
have
raven
an
does
attack,
get
so I
attacked, yeah,
don't
it does,
know if that
Yeah,
works.
But
As...
familiars in general don't.
yeah, that's
cool.
where the
I'll just-
disparity is. I'm not sure because there's no sage advice that the Volatoy stuff, because it's an enough Arcana stuff, so it doesn't have any
Yeah.
sage advice in relation to it. You might find that I imagine that Warlock path is going to be in Modern Canaans, so
Yeah,
you might
yeah.
find a bit more clarity when that comes out.
No, that's cool. I mean, I think I attacked with Volatoy once. That
Once.
hit. that hit, yeah. But that's cool.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
So you guys find yourself slightly deeper into the Hullet Forest than you would like to be. The foliage at this point is very dense, very difficult to see through them into the sort of clouds above. You're able to just to make out the mountains towards the east. Well, you think it'll be easy enough to get back on track to the path if you want. How are you guys looking to act?
I think first of all, Kay would pick up the javelin that Euramorn threw at the back of her head, storm back to him, and like shove it into his hands. And obviously, I know Arid's not here, but she'd just be like, "Don't fucking do that again," and that's like storm off.
I imagine you'll get one of those sort of bashful sort of sorries that tends to give out.
Oh. And I will tell Karnaka, we couldn't stop Volatoy, he flew away too fast.
For fuck's sake! I will get back to the car and I will start summoning V back to me again.
So you can only do that at the end of a short rest.
That's
a long
cool.
rest. So you'll have to wait and make sure.
Oh, can I see if I can look through V's eyes?
So you can only do that if he's within 100.
Yeah, so he's definitely not within 100
Yeah,
feet.
so he took an action to move and then dash 100 feet already, I believe. So,
Stupid bird.
yeah,
That's fine. That's cool.
unfortunately, it's gone.
That fucking idiot.
Are you able to feel if you are? See?
Ba-da-bum. It's like fluid, you know.
Okay. And they are still alive?
If they're still alive, it vanishes if it's more than 5 miles away from me. So I don't know if they're more than 5 miles away from me.
Okay.
Alex?
Is he more than 5? Yeah. No, you can still sort of feel his presence.
I can feel him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I will. If we carry on,
He's
in
still
the thing,
moving south, but eventually he may disappear. But yeah.
that's cool. I will. Yeah, as we journey through the forest, I will probably summon him back to me and stuff and whatever. Yeah.
How are those that have been charmed feeling it?
I want to get the hell out of here.
I agree. I've had enough of this fucking forest.
These woods are ripe with elven magic, it seems.
The music is really pretty though.
Didn't you say this forest was some sort of connection to the Feywild or something, Shay?
Yes, I get that feeling that it has energy similar to the Feywild. So maybe the music came from some creature associated with it, or maybe that the group of elves that linger in these woods. Maybe.
Oh, you mean the elves that stole shit from us?
No, the oh, what were they called? Orcus told us about them.
The Eldritch Falufer.
The
Yes,
other people, yeah.
the fluffies. Yes.
The elves that stole stuff from you
Troopers.
were in the other company.
Um,
You've not met the Eldritch Relief yet, but you have heard of them.
Yeah,
The
that's what
bloopers.
the Eldritch
Blooper.
Falufer.
yes.
Blooper.
But yes, it could be them or maybe spirits in the woods. I don't know, but I think we should leave as soon as possible.
If the Feywild is anything like this place, I never want to go to the fucking Feywild.
I just smell.
Well, should we continue on then?
I would like that very much.
Mhm.
And I will start hobbling quickly to get my front seat in Ash's car.
So I believe the cart's probably still back at the trail. So you guys probably spend a little time just making your way through sort of thick foliage and stuff, just so you can sort of make your way to the trail. It shouldn't take you too long because you didn't spend too long running away. The Eremon and Shay were able to sort of stop you for too long. You guys all take your position in the party order. Essentially head out for the day.
Yeah.
Travel, as always, is slightly challenging. Thick roots covering the track, so you essentially, everyone sort of helps pull the cart over these with the help of sort of Lee and Ashby. And the rest of the day sort of goes without any trouble. Karnak, are you able to summon outside to you? You send him ahead to sort of scout for somewhere to rest for the evening, and you manage to find a path leading off from the main track that heads down. Looks to be some form of standing stones. Where it looks like you can potentially make camp night.
It looks like there is a place down here that we can rest for the evening.
There's a sort of fast running. You can easily get the water and stuff as well.
If it's night,
Looks
I'd
good to me.
cast light on my hammer.
Wait, is that a coffin in of the stones?
So in the map, it's some sort of altar, but actually, it seems to be some sort of stone fire, currently not lit.
Okay.
But if you did want to,
Definitely
you
a
could
coffin.
essentially light that if you guys wanted more.
Okay. Well, this looks good to me.
Yes, defensible, I think, maybe.
Should we set up watches for the evening?
Yes.
Definitely.
I would like to pick a watch with Ash. If
Yeah, I actually have Ash and Kay down first watch.
Excellent.
Cool.
See, he's just going to sort of slide up next to these sort of stone pillars and set themselves in. Is there anything you guys want to do before?
Oh, there are so many things.
Before the rest of you sort of settle in to rest for the night, Ash and Kanaka take the first watch. Is there anything else we'd like to do?
No.
Nope, nothing.
No.
That's good.
Okay. In that case, Ash, Kanaka. Feel free to move your tokens around to be more suitable
I want to sleep.
for you guys to rest.
Mhm.
Ash, are you happy with the location of Molly and Matt, or
Yeah, it should be fine.
Good horse.
No.
would you like me to turn the cart a little bit so that?
I think it's. She's not going to be attached to it right now, so
Okay,
I think
cool.
you're fine.
Okay, cool. Okay, and if everyone's happy,
Yeah.
Ash, Kanaka.
Roll initiative.
Fight! Ashby,
Yes, ma'am.
could I have a chat with you for a moment?
Isn't that what we're doing now?
You've always been such a fucking smart arse. Follow me.
Would you
And
prefer
Kay
that
will
I
make
be
her
a
way.
dumbass?
Kay will make her way down to the river.
This doesn't feel like we're doing a very good watch if we leave everyone.
It will take no longer than 2 minutes, okay? And I'm gonna
Okay.
set V up here just to make sure that no one's coming over.
Oh, we're so bad at this.
We've never been good at anything, dear, let's be honest.
Oh, take that back.
There's something I need to talk to you about. About something that I saw the other night. A couple nights ago, to be precise.
Alright.
Volotoy woke me up because he saw something. And you know he doesn't wake me up unless it is something to be concerned about or worried about.
Right.
I saw she and Savina together, but there was
Oh,
a
hey,
third
I don't want to know about that.
No,
Alright,
no.
that is their business, it's not mine.
Believe me, as much as I wish it was that, it was not. It was something a lot worse. Well, I think it could potentially be worse. I'm not sure. But there was a third person with them. And Savina was holding something like a small pipe or like a small instrument of some sort. It was like a gray color, but I don't know, well, maybe they were smoking something, in which case I'm very pissed that they didn't ask me to join, but I ran into the pots and the pans, which woke everyone up, and then the other person was gone, like vanished in an instant. But the thing that worries the most is that they were stood over by the bodies where Savina had buried those two adventurers I found. Back at the fisherman's nook where his wife tried to kill us.
Now you're sure you saw a third person? It wasn't just the night playing with your eyes or anything?
I think I know what I saw.
Well, there's one excellent way to find out. And Ash will storm back over here to
No, wait,
Savina.
what do you mean? Ash,
I will poke Savina away.
Poke.
Just like look around frantically, because only other time we've been woken up is if we're knee deep in shit.
You may be knee deep in shit, what's to say? Savina, would you do me a favor, dear?
Sure.
Do you still have that little whistle that I gave you?
Yeah, I do.
Would you mind giving it a little blow for me?
I thought we weren't supposed to do anything with that.
You're right, we're not, but I have a suspicion, and you know, once the ghost has gotten me, I can't let it go.
Ash, what is the meaning of this? What are you doing?
Karnaka, stay there for a moment, dear. Savina, the whistle, please.
I'll offer it up to Ashby, but I don't want to do it.
I'll take it and blow the whistle.
Nothing happens when you play the
Of
Dude,
course
I'm
not.
trying to sleep here.
However, you do notice that while you've been talking, your presence in this forest does not seem to have gone unnoticed.
Of course not.
As you sort of look around, as you guys make your way back into the ring, within the forests nearby, you can see small fey-like creatures, winged fey-like creatures. They seem to be watching you intently, but keeping a respectful distance.
Damn, asleep.
Does Kay see them?
You can see them every now and again. They're sort of fitting in and out of your vision. They're difficult to keep an eye.
Kay will send V up into the air and just over to the general direction where she saw them.
Okay. So they're essentially just flat wooded areas directly around the standing stones.
Can I get a beat on them at all? Like, can I do a perception check or something?
Yeah, you can do a perception check.
$16.
Yeah, it's difficult for also to keep a sort of fixed gaze on them. I say them, it's only one of them. Kanako, I do need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, mother
Oh no.
fuck. It's a fucking nil bug, isn't it? 20.
Ooh.
Charismatic as fuck.
Yeah, and as you do that, you notice there's a fey-like creature right up on your chest, touching your chest. Just looking at you, sort of quizzically, like he's trying to figure you out.
What the fuck are you?
Oh, it's cute.
Ash. Ashby.
What? I'm trying to deal with something over here. Kanaka,
Ash,
what?
there's something on me.
And as he notices that you sees him, he skims back into the forest.
What the? You little shit. Where the fuck? Did you see that?
No, I didn't say it. I'm over here trying to talk to some... Look,
Tara,
I have bigger
wake up.
problems right now.
Guys, I'm trying to.
Kay will go over and whack Tara on the feet with her staff and try and wake her up.
Ouch.
Dude, wake up.
Okay.
There's something
What are you doing?
fucking
Do I
weird
wake up
going
with all the shouting?
on. I was gonna say Kay comes back over and whacks you on the feet as well. Not being caught off guard again.
Ow!
Get up. There's something about here.
What do you mean?
There was a little, a fairy fucking thing on me, on my chest, and it's fucked off somewhere.
It was probably just.
No, it was tiny. It has fucking wings or something. I've not.
Yes, that is what mosquitoes look like.
No.
Tiny wings.
To be fair, she does have a good point.
She's very
No,
true.
It could be a
But
moth, it could be a lot of things. Lots of things in the
It had
forest
a
with tiny
fucking
wings.
tiny face.
Yes, they
Oh.
all have tiny faces
No,
too.
no, listen.
Oh.
Where's that
Look.
fucking photo?
There's a
No.
more important than someone summoning a damn zombie.
Wait, what?
What?
She looks concerned. What are you talking about, Ash?
I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about.
Did you just say
Someone,
what I thought you said?
the person who has been in possession of Nightcaller here, has summoned a zombie within the last week.
What?
Someone who I entrusted this whistle to because I knew that they valued the peace of death more than the curiosity of some undead gibberish.
Wait, that can't be right.
Well, perhaps you should ask Savina herself then.
Savina, that can't be right, right?
No, it's true.
What?
But why?
I had to know how it worked.
You summoned.
If it was evil, I wanted to destroy it.
So is it evil?
What? It doesn't. It summons a zombie. What are we asking ourselves here? It doesn't ask it any questions. It doesn't do anything. It raises a body from the ground. There's no good behind that.
You summoned one of the poor adventurers that I found. I thought I asked you to send them to peace, not bring them back from the fucking dead and use them like some undead slave.
That wasn't my intent.
Intent or not, that's what it does.
But
And I
this
don't
is
care.
not-
I don't care about your curiosity. I don't care if you had to know what it did. You knew what it did.
That is not what Savina does, though. You have seen her. She puts people to rest.
And apparently brings them back from the dead. I know what I saw, Tara.
I've seen this woman for 2 weeks. All I know is that she has a fascination with bodies. Don't sit there and tell me what I know. Don't sit there and tell me what I should believe. I know how I feel about the sanctity of life and death. I know what my deity believes. And you're asking me now to trust that someone has the best intentions when they are raising undead.
Well, then why did you not destroy it when you found it? Or why did you even take it?
Well, I didn't know what it was when I took it first. And second, I gave it to Savina because, as you said, I should trust her. But she betrayed that trust, not me. Not now. Not in my anger. In her curiosity.
Well, nothing really happened, right? The kid is back on the ground, right?
Nothing happened because I
right.
kicked the pans.
It doesn't matter. It's not about whether anything happened. It's about the fact that the event occurred at all. Shay.
But it's only because
no.
of the whistle.
Shay, Ottermorn, you both set out to destroy Belak because he was manipulating nature, because he was manipulating life. And now you're supposed to be okay with someone else doing the same thing?
Wasn't sure how to react when Savina showed me. But
And you
she
knew.
also... I did. But I wanted it to be up to Savina to share with everyone else her secrets.
Those secrets are not for one person to patiently divulge. That is not an acceptable secret to keep on any level, from anyone.
Savina, what was your intention of doing this body?
I wanted to know if I could communicate with them.
Why?
Because... Do you know what it's like to find a family who will never have their last piece? To know if their son or daughter is living or dead? To have any idea what happened to them or where they even came from? Now those two adventurers are just nameless bodies in the ground, and no one will ever know what happened to them or who they were. I just wanted to know so that I could maybe, if I knew more about them, I could tell their families and just bring them that closure.
Whilst I appreciate that that is a very, very sweet sentiment, I do not think it is within any of us, or should be within any of us, to be bringing the dead back to life. This is very serious business. I don't think I can look at you right now. And Kay will quietly walk away. and go back to the river. I'm very disappointed in you, Savina. I thought you were smarter than this.
Apparently we all have made mistakes. You for blowing that whistle, and me for trusting you with it. And Ash goes back by Molly.
Savina, are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you want to go back to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I feel like someone just died. Damn. I've awarded Ash inspiration for that.
Hey!
Nice.
Good job, guys.
I'm so emotional.
The rest of you probably try to go back to sleep, but Ash, Kanaka, you still have a certain portion of your watch left. How are you guys feeling?
Kay's very conflicted because she, whilst she respects Savina for like burying the dead and whatever, with her patron, she knows like that the undeath is an abomination, and the Raven Queen abhors it. So she's very conflicted out about how she should feel towards Savina at the moment.
Ash is just angry with everyone. He's mad that Savina blew the whistle. He's mad that Karnaka took 2 nights before she finally told him. He's mad that Shay, who is a druid and should value life so highly, just kept it fucking quiet.
It's mad that Urmon slept through this whole thing.
Yeah,
Yes, very much so. And
See?
he's honestly
Sorry.
thinking to himself that if not for what they have to do at Winterhaven, there's no way he would still be around here.
You guys sort of stay apart for the rest of. You go to shake Tara awake, and that she would be the next one to take the next watch. If you guys want to move your tokens to wherever you want to sort of settle in for the. It's Tara. You're going to come on to watch.
It's me and Shay, right?
No, it's just you.
Oh, it's just me? Okay. Yep.
Kanaki, you happy down there by the river?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put my back up against the rock and keep V with me.
I love how Tara you just keep moving your token.
Yeah, I was just like... Yeah.
Yeah, you're a little bit restless. You're not really comfortable with the level of animosity sort of between the parties. Until this point. You're sort of banded together.
Yeah.
On purpose.
She doesn't get it either. It was just a whistle and we could just destroy the whistle. She doesn't really understand the whole problem.
And you're sort of pacing up and down. About half an hour ago. You know that the land is home to many wolves, and the howls at this moment.
Oh, I thought Urky woke up.
The howls are too close to comfort. You get the impression, and you start to hear movement within the forest nearby. You get the feeling that there potentially are wolves making their way to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and wake Ash.
What? Sorry I yelled at your friend.
Listen, there's wolves.
Quick, let's wake everyone else up. Last night
Okay,
did not
okay,
go well.
okay.
Roll initiative.
Oh,
I'm not awake yet.
I'm not awake yet.
Wow, we're so good.
Well, you know, that big +1.
Dumb Raven. Oh wait.
No!
Didn't we say that familiars go the same time
Yeah.
as...
Yeah, we're just gonna.
They
yeah,
do.
We'll keep it that.
Oh, what? There's so many wolves. Why did I just realize?
I know!
They're everywhere.
Oh boy.
You know, I
Oh.
rolled a 31 for initiative on Tuesday.
Oh, he did. It was insane.
Can I have that,
guys.
please?
How is that even possible?
I
We're
wasn't even
emotionally
correct.
distressed right now.
Okay, let's have a look at
31.
Earthy
insane.
dimmers.
Irky turkey.
Oh,
Earthy
shit.
dimmers.
Fucking wolves, mother bitch.
World. Bye, Molly. Thanks, Alex. Happy birthday.
Ash.
Oh!
You see us 3 wolves bound out of the
Damn.
forest toward Molly.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
One of them crashes into her side. It's digging deep as Molly takes 5 piercing damage, and I need to make a strength saving throw.
You can do it, Molly. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
No,
You give it your advantage.
It's okay.
no.
Um,
There's a lot
yes,
more
here's
wolves here.
the wolf from the rear tries to jump on her back, but Molly just kicks out with her hooves as it lashes back against the wolf, knocking it to the floor. The other wolf jumps onto its other side on its rear, biting into it as it takes another 5 piercing damage, dragging Molly to the floor. She is now prone. She is still alive.
Ugh, you leave her alone.
1! Yes, she's alive, except they'll get to go again before anyone else does.
Oh no.
No, you and Tara are awake,
Oh no.
Oh, okay, good.
and I think Kanako is awake.
Mm-hmm.
Volatoy is ah! Kanako, as you wake from your sleep, just find 2 wolves directly on top of you.
Okay.
They both sort of lunge at you from out of the bush. You manage to get your stick up, whacking one of them to the side with your staff, but the other one just sort of crunches into your shoulder as you take 9 piercing damage.
I would like to hellish rebuke that one, please.
You certainly. You're already prone, so you don't need to make a save because you've just waken up.
Excellent. And I will hellish rebuke for a DC 14.
That's dexterity.
Dexterity, yes. Pressing the button. There we go.
Okay, cool. Is this the first time we've seen Hellish Rebuke? Or
It's the second time you've seen it, but it literally just comes off in a wreath of purple flames and engulfs La Wolf.
Yeah, you see as the wolf slightly to right of you, just these flames engulf as it bites down into your shoulder. Oh! It sort of lets go straight away. Its whole sort of fur singed by your spell. Smoke rising from its body. It's sort of damp breath, laboured breath, going into your sort of face. It seems to be very heavily damaged by that. Okay. Another 2 wolves seem to turn to Urky.
He's gonna die.
And you see as sort of lunge him at the same time, knocks the other wolf into one of the standing stones, and that wolf just grabs hold of his leg, biting down for 7 piercing damages. Oh! What the hell? What's going on? He panicked. And then final wolf strays into the standing stone slowly. Shay, you get a unnerving feeling through your trance.
Ooh.
On the bright side, nearly everyone will be awake.
And then you feel crush your ankle crushed
Ow!
between the fangs of the wolf as you take 7 piercing damage.
I'm down.
What?
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 I was at 7.
You'd
hit
already
points.
been hit by.
That was Karnaka's
Oh,
fault.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Kanaka.
No.
You son of a bitch.
Currently prone.
Who else is asleep? Is it Euramorn and Savina?
Euramon and Savina are currently both asleep.
Ugh, I'm probably gonna live to regret this, but there's no harm in trying. Kay is gonna cast Thaumaturgy and make her voice 3 times as loud as it should be and shout at the top of her lungs, "Wake the fuck up right now!"
Okay.
And bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hex on this wolfie in front of me.
Okay, cool. Savina, that would definitely wake you up.
Yeah.
I don't think we need any checks for that. Hex, what are we doing? Strength, dexterity?
I will give them dexterity, please.
Okay. Savina, you're slowly coming to. You see your party seems to be attacked by wolves. So you can see Molly is crumpled on the floor behind the standing stones to the south. Another wolf seems to be hovering over Shay, looking like it's ready to take its kill.
Okay. I'm going to try. Hold on. Get a measure. Centered on this point, I will cast Sleep.
Okay.
It should be in this 20-foot cube.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hex my button.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Karnaki, you see as the wolf that took that, it's still sort of a steaming falls asleep. You also hear a slight thud from the forest as one of the creatures that was
poor
around
creature.
You little
falls
shitlord.
from the tree to sleep. This wolf. Okay.
The tiniest thud in the world.
And then you notice as
Probably
the
don't even notice.
the wolf that's sort of currently over Shay, looking like it's ready to sort of drag its kill away, just slumps down, landing its sort of head leaning on Shay's chest. Okay, that's the other wolf that your hex is.
I'm gonna move to 5, and I'm just gonna try and put myself between these other wolves and Shay.
Yeah,
Oh,
cool.
very cool.
I think Uramon is also going to add just a little bit. Seeing that this one has attacked Urki, he's going to grab Shatter Spike and swing it. You see, it's still a little bit groggy, waking up, but he just sort of slashes Shatter Spike, drags it down the side of this wolf. Savina, you can see as the guts of this wolf start to spill out, the heat from its inside producing something similar to steam.
Oh my.
Vapor rises from its body as it collapses.
Yeah.
Right on, Aaron.
Shay, death saving throw.
Ooh.
Don't roll a 1.
Oh,
Oh, thank
okay.
God. She's good. She's fine.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. 1 success. Savina, you can see as Shay behind you, breathe in. Seems to be becoming more ready, available to her. Tara, 3 wolves encroach around Molly near you and Ash.
I'm gonna move over here and stab it. The one in front of me.
Yep, cool.
Nope, I'm not.
Oh no, unfortunately not. You head into the wooded areas are difficult terrain, guys. You head into there, you're sort of making your way through thorns and briars and sort of roots that are in the ground. You go to lunge with your rapier, but your leg clutches on one of them,
Yeah.
just stumbles slightly, and able to make it.
Damn it.
Would you like to do anything else?
No.
Okay. Mr. Timbers. Aki, looking around him, grabs some of the foliage from around him. Shantae, please bless my friends to help protect me. He just opens his arm, and you see as this sort of all this sort of golden weak stuff spills out from his arms upon Savina. What's the range on this? Okay, he'll do himself as well. Kiss.
Where's your answer?
Ash, that brings us around to you.
Oh, great. First thing that I will do, because I don't really know what's happening behind me, so I will cast Healing Word at second level, because why not, on Molly. For 8. Great.
Okay. Molly recovers 8.
I'm going to have Molly stand up.
Okay.
Gonna rake her again.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah. So you're gonna climb onto her and get us same time. Yeah, cool.
And then once I am up there, which just assume she's still there. Once she is up there, I will cast Word of Radiance. Oh, 1 fucking point of damage. God damn it.
Oh.
Stupid.
Wait, Word of Radiance is the bonus action?
No, Healing Word
Healing
is the
Word
bonus
is-
action. Not Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Healing Word's a bonus action, and then
Yeah.
Okay.
Word of Radiance is a
cool, that's
cantrip.
Cantrip.
Yep.
Yeah. Perfect.
And then Molly will take the dodge action.
Stuff. Okay. What are we making? Constitution saving.
Yeah. Come on, it's at 1 point, Alex. Just say they failed it.
Okay. I got an 8, a 4, and 5. So.
So I climb up. I'm just pissed. These damn wolves keep going after Molly, and I climb up on top of her, and I smash my hammer into my shield, and the orangish red light bursts forth from it and slightly singes their fur, I guess.
Smells like hair.
As they sort of move around Molly, pissed that you were taking their kill away from them.
It's not their kill.
Okay. Cool. Okay. At this point, you notice small figures moving through the trees. You notice that these figures bows.
Help us, little pixie friends.
They're gonna attack us,
Okay.
aren't they?
And Savina, you see as the two small fey-like creatures aim their bow towards the wolf on top of
That's good.
Erky. Doing 2 damage.
Hmm.
Okay, and they need to make a saving throw as well. Okay. Okay, you notice as that wolf seems to be a little bit sort of uneasy. Its feet looks like whether any sort of maybe some sort of trace of some sort of poison on its right, which was that to make it feel uneasy. The other sprite down by you, Ash and Tara, short bow in hand, fires it towards the wolf closest to you. You see as the arrow digs into that wolf's side. But he does not. It's from Okay. Ash. You see as the wolves prowl and Molly. Tara, you do get a attack of opportunities. That one moves slightly away from
Oh, yeah.
into Molly.
Come on, hit it this
Fuck
time.
him up. Fuck him up.
Hey,
Yes.
damn it.
Yes.
Does that hit?
Maybe.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Yes.
You pierce into its lower leg and it sort of limps away, just able to jump towards Molly. What's Molly's AC?
I think it's only like 10. But she does, the attack does have disadvantage.
Yeah, but they have advantage because.
Ah, so it's just a straight roll, yeah.
Yeah, so I got an 11.
Ah,
No.
So close.
You see as this wolf drags onto Molly's side, crunching into her as she takes 7 piercing damage.
Oh,
she's down to 2.
You leave
And
her
the other
alone.
one jumps on her back, dragging her down as it takes another 10 piercing damage.
Okay,
Oh,
she's
no.
unconscious, and
You leave
I'm
her
tumbling
alone.
to the ground.
As you tumble, the other one sort of jumps at you, lunges over you. Let's go right there. Okay, so you must make a dexterity saving.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, nice.
Look, I know how to
yeah.
get off this.
Molly sort of falls down, but you're just sort of holding on to her. And as she gets closer to the ground, you just sort of leap off slightly as you land just squared to the edge. If you want to move Molly's token back on there,
Sure thing.
Karnaka brings us back around to you. One of the wolves is asleep, right?
Yeah. The one dead in front of me isn't asleep, is it?
No, you can see that it's got your sort of ethereal indicating the hex.
Wait. Oh no. Oh shit. I'm gonna use my second spell slot. No, wait, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna fucking whack it over the head with my quarterstaff. I thought I was. No, I'm gonna do it just in case. Oh, yay, that hit,
Nice.
right?
Yeah, cool. That hits, yeah. You
And I
get
get
your.
to roll hex as well.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, you know.
What does he have disadvantage on with him?
Dex.
Disadvantage. Yeah, dex.
Yeah,
sorry.
that's-
Oh, Dex.
Sort of bring your quarterstaff down. The end of your staff, the sort of feathers become sort of sharp and pointed like a raven's beak as your sort of hex activates as you smash it into the side of its face.
Bad puppy.
It's back at you. Would you like to say anything else?
Nope. I'm not gonna move.
Savina. Small fey-like creatures seem to be assisting you with the wolf to the north. The other wolf to the south still slumped over Shay's body, Shay's unconscious body.
Shit. We got 2 up there that I can barely see. 2 down there. It's like trying to tell where my ranges are and if I'm gonna like blow people up by accident.
Yeah, this is a slightly different map as well. The map's really small. It's actually quite bigger than maybe it's looked. 150.
I can't use that or I'll blow people up. So don't want none of that.
We got those wizard problems, people.
I know. It's because literally, like, if one thing moves, it's like, well, time to rethink everything I had planned.
The wolves are pretty intent on their current prey.
Yeah, I'm going to. I guess. Think it was this one.
Yep.
I'm gonna move down so I can see it better. And I'll toll the dead on that one.
Okay, cool. Okay, your DC is 14.
Yep.
They do. It don't do on damage because it's only got 1 health.
Hey!
Oh,
You see as your sort of bell tongs out over the battlefield, the water in the river starting to vibrate slightly as the intended target, the wolf ahead of you, it starts to bleed profusely from its ears. It collapses to the floor.
Nice.
two down.
Cool. Would you like to do anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Ramon jumps over the body of the slain. Wolfie was able to desecrate on his last turn. Shatter Spike at hand.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
Jumps over with Shatter Spike, slams it into the wolf. Taking all his weight to force the wolf down. Snaps his arm upwards as he decapitates the wolf's head from its body.
good job, Aaron.
I'm so glad he woke up.
You're welcome.
Shay, it's time
Okay.
to you.
Another death save.
Yes, please.
Come on, Brandon.
Oh,
Okay, that's a failure.
and then
Okay. Tara. Two
Yeah,
wolves
she's-
remain ahead of you. Kanaka seems to
Yeah.
get in the better of her
What?
fight with her wolves.
Yeah, okay. She's gonna stab the one that's in front of her. Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
Savage attacks as well, but not like you need it, man.
You sort of grab it by the ruff of its fur, drag it off Molly, and onto your rapier. Ash, you see as Tara's rapier comes all the way through this
Nice.
wolf's chest, and she slashes it down, practically sort of cutting it in half. The lump
Okay.
body limps to the ground.
Well, thank you, dear.
Welcome. Now that it's done, I'm gonna move 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually 6. Can I stand technically on top of Shay? Like
No, unfortunately not.
like protecting her, like having my leg?
I mean, the wolf is already lumped on Shay's chest as it is. So.
Oh, okay. I
Aw,
can
it's
give
a
her.
sweet puppy.
Can I give her a potion?
No, it's an
as a
action to use
bonus
an
action?
item.
Oh, that's an
It's
action.
for action, unfortunately.
Give me a second. No, I think this is all for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He shouts, "Don't worry, Ash! We'll save Molly!" And as soon as he tries to do something ridiculous. He goes onto the fire pit, jumps onto the end, tries to jump.
No!
Wow.
Come on, Erky,
Jumps-
parkour, Erky.
Jumps towards the wolf with his sort of makeshift staff open and just face plants the floor here, landing prone.
oh,
3-point landing.
Oh,
Not even Shantae's bless was from that, unfortunately. Ash brings us back round to you.
oh, well. It worked so well last time. Let's just run it back. So again, we'll cast Healing Word at 2nd level for 5 hit points.
This is just like, fuck you, Shay. Molly's more important than you.
Hey! I don't know. Look, it's been 20 seconds and I've been surrounded by 3 wolves. I don't know
True,
shit
no.
about over there.
I wouldn't expect that. Molly's.
And I guess these standing
Plus-
stones will be blocking your vision a bit as well.
Right. Plus, literally everyone else in this fucking camp has just disappointed me. So, Molly is all that I care about. Okay, so
Yep.
Molly's back at 5, and then
Yep.
I'm going to get on top of her again. Well, she's going to stand up, and I will get on top of her again. And she will again use the dodge action. But I, this time, will just try to smash the puppy in the face.
Smash
Come
it!
on.
Yeah, cool. You move sort of Molly to the side as you bring your hammer down, smashing its skull. You hear a slight crack.
Yeah, well,
You gave it brain damage.
you'll be alright.
Okay, with that, the sprites from the north sort of fly down, bows in hand. Fucking hell, these sprites are... You just got 2 crits on that.
Ooh. Nice.
Okay, that one got a failure, so that's fine.
Ah, okay.
I suppose. Okay. You see these 2 arrows, these sort of tiny arrows just flies past you and it goes over the other one skimming into the back of the wolf just underneath its neck. It sort of shakes it off as it goes to the ground. This other sprite towards the south also going to aim its bow towards the wolf. As you see another arrow hits into the sort of side of its shoulder. Yeah, cool. This time you see as the wolf's legs start to shake. And you see as it just topples over and falls unconscious.
Oh, it's not dead. It's unconscious.
Okay. I totally forgot to attack with these wolves. With the wolves other than the ones that had Molly and Mark. I'm pretty sure.
How many more are there? Is there just
There's a couple of asleep, and then there's this one in front of Shay. In front of Karnaka. That jumps towards you, Karnaka.
Oh no.
And its body on top of you. You can feel its hot breath, horrible, stinking breath in your face as it clashes its jaws into your shoulder. And you take 8 piercing damage.
Oh
And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Strength.
Yes, please.
17.
You manage to sort of get your staff in hand, put it to its sort of belly, and shove it off you a little. Brings us around to your turn.
Fucking hell. I'm gonna cast Armor Bagathis on myself. Give myself 10 temporary hit points.
no. Nice.
Let me just whack that in there. And fucking hell, I'm gonna move away from it.
You're going to move away from it?
I am.
Alright.
Oh no.
Okay, so it's going to use its reaction.
Fine.
Try and jump on you.
do more than 11 points.
It has to hit you to
Yeah.
take the effect of Agathis, Armor of Agathis.
Yeah.
So you move away quite quick, and it's not able to. It's just sort of winded a bit. It's like winded a bit. Sorry, from the staff move that it did. It tries to react, lashing out with its paw, but it misses you entirely. Unfortunately,
That is fine.
roll the 1 on that one.
Thank God. I'm just gonna use all my movement and just get over here.
Into the woods.
Savina, from where you are stood, you can see that there are 2 more stand towards the southwest. One of them seems to be knocked out from your sleep spell. The other one looks a bit shooken on its feet. You can see Kanaka's sort of ethereal raven hex lurching around it.
The one that's still standing, I'm gonna Ray of Sickness at level 2.
Oh no!
Damn. Taking care of business.
Okay. Let's try that one more time. Oh. There we go. Nope. Okay. Let's try this one. There we go.
Okay.
Poison. That's a lot of poison.
Jesus Christ. Okay, how do you want to do
for
this?
a puppy that's already 3
Yeah.
hours.
I don't know. I guess it just gets hitting like the eyeball.
Oh my god.
In the eyeball.
I see this green sickening ray just it's kind of like there's a run away. This green sickening ray goes over sort of shoulder straight into the wolf's eyeballs as they start to bubble and melt from the poison.
Oh god.
Okay, the rest of them are still asleep at this point. How do you guys want to take care of them? I don't think just in combat.
Ormar!
Tara,
Ormar!
Tara
Gotta be
wants
quick.
to.
It's only got a couple seconds left.
Tara wants to do the thing in the skull, like she's seen on the drawing on the stone. Like go through the skull of the wolf.
Of the wolves?
Yeah, and then go back out on the back of their neck. Just the one that is in front of her.
Okay, yeah, make an attack roll.
And I'm going to cast Healing Word on Shay.
Okay, cool. Ramon and Tara managed to make quick work of sleeping wolves.
Oh, 3. I was trying to see where that is.
3. Shay, make another death saving throw. Oh, sorry, did you heal Shay, Ash? Or...
Yeah, I just healed her.
Yeah,
but
healing word.
she would have gone before me, so...
Should I still roll?
You're not going to get to 3 of either. I mean, you might get to 3 successes, so just in case you get a critical success.
Okay.
Just in case you roll a 1 and die.
Oh, well, that's another fail. That would have been 2 fails.
Tara, you see as Shay's chest stops,
Oh no.
calling out to Ash as Ash quickly come through with your sort of healing word. Shay, you feel this crack. You hear this sort of crack, Tara, as Shay's back sort of lurches up and cracks back into place.
Oh.
And
Okay.
Shay, your breath come back to you.
Oh my goodness.
This
What
Wednesday
did I
to,
miss?
wake up his buddy.
What happened, Tara? I saw these bodies everywhere.
We got attacked by wolves again, and you went down. I guess Kay hit you pretty hard before.
It wasn't her fault.
You're right, it wasn't my fault.
Of course you would say.
Alex!
Well,
he hit Shay pretty damn hard, I'm not gonna lie.
That's true.
Very impressive.
so... Okay. Are these the mosquitoes you
Yes.
saw earlier?
Those are the mosquitoes that I saw earlier. See, I'm not fucking crazy, am I?
Oh.
Yeah, they seem to be, the Fey-like creatures seem to have gone to the top of the standing stone. And they seem to be just perched on top of them, watching you carefully.
I like them. They are adorable, and they helped us.
They did. To who do we owe our thanks? Do you speak common? Am I talking
You
to
see
myself
they-
here?
Do
They
I
see that
recognize them?
They nod their head slightly. Shay, you can make a intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence.
Just straight up intelligence.
Okay, okay.
You know these to be sprites. They're common within the Feywild,
Mm-hmm.
and they're known to be forest protectors. They sort of look after their territory as best they can.
And Sylvan, I will kind of look to all of them and say, thank you for aiding me and my friends.
You are welcome.
Yeah, it's
The one by you speaks back.
It's been so long since I've spoken Sylvan. There's people who don't really know it that well.
What are
still
you saying to
fluent.
them?
And you see as it sort of flies over you and swirls around your head. You're still fluent. It's fine.
I was trained well.
You most certainly were. We try to protect the Holic Forest as best we can. A difficult task.
Mhm.
Have you met the Eldritch Relufa?
We have not.
Sort of whispering in your ear. Yeah. They are mean elves. You're not one of them, are you?
No, I am certainly not.
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you mind if I touch you, have a look at your heart, see whether good natured will help us to decide how best to proceed with your presence here.
Of course, I'd be obliged.
And you feel as it sort of touches your neck, a slight glowing golden energy around its hands. It sort of closes its eyes. And you feel like this sort of tingling sensation around your heart. And you see as it's sort of shaking its head. Yes, your intentions are pure. Intentions are good. We shall see that you make it safely through the forest. We shall accompany you until you reach the edge. If that pleases, maybe as you would like to tell your friends that we only are here to help. Make sure that we have to make sure that you were true cause.
I can't thank you enough for the help that you gave me, my friends.
You're welcome.
I will tell them. Thank you.
What are they saying? One of them touched me earlier on. It was very inappropriate.
I think they were trying to read you if you were a good person or not. Luckily, they think we're pretty okay.
Well, as long as that works out fine, that's fine with me.
But they say they will protect us for the rest of our time in Hollock Forest. They will get us out safely.
Good. Be fucking
That is
great.
nice. Do they know the wolf runners?
Oh, I turn back. Do you know anything about the wolf runners? Do you know any information about them that could be helpful to us?
Abominations.
Oh,
Their leader has let himself become too lycanthropy.
he's a lycanthrope.
He is a werewolf, and he converts those he deserves worth, he deems worth. They we're not quite sure on their relationship with. They are bad.
No, definitely. We've run into them already.
You've done well to survive.
We didn't like them at all.
I don't like them either.
Same.
Terrible.
They smell really bad as well.
Yes, they do.
They do indeed.
And he's just sort of shaking his head. Yes. Absolutely terrible smell.
But, okay. I will also tell them. Thank you. Do you know where the base is? Just, out of curiosity.
No, unfortunately not. When we try to follow them, they're sharp with their bows.
Oh.
We don't like to put ourselves into too much harm.
No, you should. Okay, I will relay this to my friends. And I share that to everyone else. Someone was right. They said they smelt really like dog. They're werewolves, or some of them are werewolves.
Tara, you remember that stylish before he crushed you to the ground.
Yeah. But I didn't understand a word of that, right?
Oh, no, I just told you. I just said to you that they were werewolves. Sorry, I should have said. I'm still speaking common now. I'm speaking common now.
That makes sense. I mean, wet dog.
Yes.
Did you figure out where they came from?
No, sadly, whenever they try and find out, they get attacked.
Ask them if they know where their hideout is in the forest.
I just did. They don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
It's fine. You don't know the language.
Bitch.
Anyhow,
Anyway, they say we'll be safe.
so that means we can sleep.
Will they stay with us? Like, are they part of the group now?
I don't think so. They'll probably remain in the forest.
Okay. Do they have names?
Hey, Saint Sylvan, what should we call you?
It really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It is very nice. Doesn't matter.
When you get to it, you see all four of them just sort of surge around you, Tara, and whirl around you.
I like them.
A little
That's
bit
in-
playful.
I say in Sylvan, she has a very pure heart. That one.
And Tara, you feel as one of them touches you. Would you like it to use its spell on?
Wait, what? Yeah, I will allow it.
Yeah. Cool. You see the same sort of
Put a spell on
golden
me. It's
glare
okay.
over their hand as one of them touches your neck, and you feel it tingling in your heart. Yes, she is very pure.
I don't know. That's not what I heard from the story she told.
Hear that? So I
And
should have
I
a go.
will remind you all that it is probably just past midnight at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, going back to
You
sleep.
guys are probably a bit tired.
Good. Off to bed, everyone.
You all gain 36 experience points.
Hey.
Right on bank account.
Good.
Oh shit, I suppose I better put
Nina, be a darling.
Yeah.
1534.
What's
Say
that?
again.
1534.
Yes.
Witchcraft.
Nice.
Okay. The rest of your night goes without any worries.
Hooray.
If you can all make survival checks to determine how much rations you were able to salvage from nature. Ooh, wait.
So,
Right,
Well, I got advantage, right?
Yes, you do. That's correct. Yes.
guys, I found some more berries.
Ooh,
God damn, you're a mom.
you're a
job.
nice.
I found a mushroom.
Don't eat that. No,
found-
really, don't eat that.
That was grass, that's what I found.
Okay. Yeah, you find 4 portions of rations. Stay 2 personal rations. You can decide between you who that will be. Obviously, one person can't use 2. You'd have to have 2 separate.
Well,
I still have options.
I have a lot, so I'll use one.
I'm eating my grass.
I don't have any.
Come here, Tara, and Kay will chuck Tara a ration from her bag.
Thank you.
So, mark a ration of Kanaka, mark a ration of Ash.
Vegetarian
2.
ration, though.
It's a vegetarian ration, so she probably won't like it. But hey, it's food. It's not.
I
It's like
just
the
found it
elven
is
shortbread from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's lemon bread. It's good for you.
Okay.
You
I
should get some
believe you.
roughage in your diet.
Build Strong's bones.
Yeah, you guys successfully finish your long rest. Nice
So-
and recovered.
Mhm.
These little things, are they guiding us out of the way of the Holic Forest?
They're not going to guide you so much
Keep an eye.
as you keep on. They'll keep onto the path and make sure they don't go astray. Or anything.
Yes.
But
Oh,
They'll
well,
stay back a bit. They don't want to pry on your
Well,
business. or
every
anything.
step we take, they'll be watching us.
That's correct. Yeah,
You may
It reminds me of a
creepy.
song I
almost a
once
song.
sang.
Okay. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you head out?
Sorry.
No,
No.
let's get out of this
We're
forest.
just, okay. We're just gonna leave angry.
Yeah.
I'm not angry.
Savina,
would
you're
like to-
walking, by the way.
Oh.
You're not riding on the cart.
I will walk with Savina.
I would like to cover my titties and make sure no fairies try to touch them.
Okay.
No
So
I
one
would
um,
wants to
offer-
touch them,
I would
dear.
offer Savina a piggyback ride. If she wants to.
No. I feel like that'd be super awkward.
She's just got a
Shame.
giant backpack you slide into.
Okay.
Shay, if you're going to walk with Savina, does that mean is Savina coming to the front or are you dropping to the?
I would rather stay at the front. So
I'll walk on the front. I don't care.
yeah,
That way,
Tara.
anyone that wants
going
to
with
can
them.
stab me in the back.
yeah. Keep an eye on you.
Tara, what are you going to do?
I'm walking with Savina.
Okay, so you're going to walk up near the front as well. In
Yeah.
that case, I think back. Just keep an eye on the sprites. So you'll feel a little bit disgruntled. The atmosphere between the off. At this point, Ashby's keeping distance. Needs a little bit of space away from Shay to think himself. Are you still happy for Kanaka to be sat next?
Yes, it's fine. She's family, and I will give her an evil glare at some point, but it will dissipate. She had a rough time, I understand.
Okay, and you guys feel a little bit more at ease because you know the spikes were every now and again. Like, seems to be about 8 of them seem to have joined you. So
I try to keep an eye out for them.
And any sort of the sense of dread that's sort of been following you is dissipating. And by the time you get to midday, you start to breach the Halleck Forest itself. A portion of forest to the north of you, but the south of you sort of breaks away to hills, and you can see ahead as a sort of dip in the path as it goes into a valley with two mountain ranges sort of coming to the forefront to the north and south either side of them.
Oh.
And as it gets to evening, and as you do come out of the forest, it's heated, and you remember that you're in the sort of midst of summer at the moment, absolutely sort of baking.
Mm-hmm.
Shelter of the forest. As evening is starting to draw in, Shay, you notice up ahead there seems to be some sort of bundle just left in the middle of the road.
It's a baby.
No. We know that the wolf runners like to play trick, so maybe we should be a bit more wary.
What is it? What do you see?
Can I look at it a bit closer?
Yeah, so it's probably about 60 feet away from you at the moment.
Yeah.
You want to move closer?
Just a
Would you
little.
like-
I tell Savina and Taint to like hold back a little, and I'll get a little bit closer.
Can I send Volatoy up with her?
Yeah, you're going to keep her
Yeah,
next to her or send Volatoy?
I'll send Volatoy like 10 foot ahead.
Okay, so you will see through Volatoy first. It appears to be a small child.
I knew it.
God. Kay will stand up and very softly say, "This small child." So, Tara, tell her it's a child. Does it look like a real child, though?
Yeah, it looks like a real child. And as Volatoy gets closer, the child does not appear to be.
It's a baby.
It appears to be.
Sorry,
Well,
Alex, you
is
keep
that-
you keep
yeah,
cutting out.
The child does not appear to be alive.
Alive,
No, not alive.
not
Yes,
alive.
Baby.
Yeah.
Not a baby. It's probably about 7.
Oh. Okay.
Small girl.
Oh.
I run over and kind of like kneel down next to her. And are you okay?
You instantly realise that the child is dead.
Oh.
Wow. As you get closer, you see that her clothes are tattered and torn. Make a medicine check if you like. Investigation check.
Oh.
You can make an investigation check.
Investigation. Yeah. Oh, fuck
No.
you.
I was gonna say
Um,
Kay would immediately get out of the car and
Yes,
start
the
going
same.
after Shay.
Yeah, so you're just sort of taken aback a little bit. You've never was a child. You're a little bit frozen. I'm sure.
Dear.
I'm just holding her. I think she's dead.
She's
I have the apple.
I don't.
We don't know what the apple does, though. We know it has healing properties, but she's dead.
Water. Okay.
Kay just kind of looks around her and just says quietly to herself, really? You needed a child? You took a child? What did you take the child for? The child is nothing.
Quickly, let's get her in the back of the cart. Maybe someone in town will know who she is, and we'll be missing her.
Are there any? This is gonna sound really stupid coming from me, but like, does it look like there are any tracks coming from anywhere, like out of the forest or like up the path or whatever?
Yeah, make a survival check.
Great question, Oramorn.
Does the girl have
That
anything to
doesn't matter.
identify her? Like a necklace, a ring, anything?
She has nothing of any sort.
Yeah, you said you should. Was her dress does it look of nice quality, or is it like
Yeah.
It looks to be pretty common, but it's completely torn to pieces.
torn?
It's
Okay.
ragged.
Does
Like-
it look like a wolf?
Yeah. What does the marks look?
Jay, you're unable to.
I know. I couldn't tell, but.
Tara, if you are looking to get closer and see what you can
Yeah.
make a medicine check.
I'd like
My
to
eyes are
help her.
full of tears. Oh, good.
14?
Okay, cool. So, Kanaka, you can see that there seem to relate to the child that seem to be coming from the forest itself. And you can see that it looks like, from how the tracks are acting, she seems to have collapsed here on the floor. Tara, as you look closer, you can see that there's rough marks around her wrists and her legs. You can attain that some sort of binding had held them together. And you can see that she appears to have died from exhaustion. And you can see around one of her wrists, there is still part of this binding, but it's been cut.
It kind of looks like they set her free to hunt her.
The werewolves.
That's
Maybe.
terrible. That is just awful.
The direction that the the footprints come out of, Kay is going to send V in 100 feet to her full vision and have a look and see if there's like any pathway or anything that V could come across that she could find as to where the girl came from.
Okay. You can have you make a perception check.
And while
Nice.
she is in the cart, Ash will take off his cloak and just lay it over her.
There's no distinguishable path. I think you can make out a path that looks like the child is maybe forced its way through, and as Volato sort of follows it, he comes across what looks like a hastily wrapped up camp of some sort. Would you like him to sort of go down and investigate further?
Yeah, but quietly.
Yeah, there's nobody around at this point. He's able to make out what look to be small clawed feet, along with drag marks leading up to the camp.
Small clawed feet leading away from the camp. Kay will relay that information back to the group.
But it looked like feet, not claws. Like clawed feet, like not paws. That's what I want to say.
Clawed feet, yeah.
That's odd.
Werewolves.
Yeah.
They don't get
Wait.
to do this.
Wait, was she bitten? Will she turn?
There's no bite marks or anything on it.
Okay.
I think we need to take this small girl back to the closest town, or we find a place to bury her.
But if we would take her back to town, won't people assume we did this to her and kept her as a trophy?
No, I don't think
No.
regular people think that way, dear.
And
Don't worry yourself, dear. I will vouch for you.
I forgot you were there, Erky.
Are you of any authority, Orky? Because you don't seem like it.
Well, this is the town he's from.
is this common, Urki? Do they savage people, innocent people like this?
No, of course not. What kind of place do you think this is?
Not Winterhaven. I mean the Wolf Runners.
I've never seen anything like this.
You don't suppose this has anything to do with the death cult, do you?
I don't know anything about religion.
Comes from
Savina?
the forest.
The truth of the matter is, we don't know, and we won't know. Right now, the best thing that we can do for this poor girl is try to return her to her family.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's carry on.
I hold back to like speak with the sprites. No, the sprites are they still with us or not?
The sprites left you
Ah,
a couple as you sort of this actual forest is.
okay. Didn't realize we were that far.
Yeah,
There's
Kay
still
just wants
forest
to
to the
find
north of you, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you won't travel.
Nah, that's fine.
Kay just wants to find like a thick branch or something just to like mark a place on the trail, so where she found the footprints coming out of the forest, just if they want to investigate that further in the future.
Cool.
Just somewhere to mark. Yeah.
I could make it more noticeable, Kanaka, if you need.
I think potentially if we want to come back this way, this is not something that should be let.
I could druidcraft some flowers so it's more so we remember.
That would be agreeable.
I can druidcraft some sort of like noticeable like flowers or something just to mark the spot.
A nice sort of modern. What would Shay's favourite type of flower?
Oh, I don't.
Put you
I
on the
really
spot.
don't know. I don't know flowers. I really don't know flowers.
So we just do an orchid.
Yeah, an
golden
orchid
orchid.
sounds nice. Like a golden orchid. Yeah, let's say that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys continue to head off.
Yeah.
Into the. You guys settle into camp. Now that you guys are out of the a lot more at ease. And nothing troubles you throughout the night, so you can successfully. Do you need you all to make your survival checks? Which rations?
Rations.
Survival.
Nice.
Boy. Take some rations. Okay.
Okay, Kane, Savina.
Yeah, I've marked rations off mine.
Okay, Ashby, you're going to take rations again.
Oh, well, yes, yeah.
Okay. Guys. Okay. And you guys feel that the haven seems to be getting a lot closer. Aki indicates that day's a new day. And, you should find yourselves at the gates of Winterhaven. As you make your way forward, the mountainside.
Alex, your
Coming off to the
microphone
south.
keeps cutting out quite a bit.
Not sure. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better. Okay. Yeah. So as you guys sort of head out, Aki, you're coming closer to Winterhaven. That after this day of travel, you guys should arrive at Winterhaven on the next day. As you guys make your ways forward, the mountain ranges of the Thunder Peak loom high to the north and south. As you guys make your way, are you keeping the same marching path you guys had the day before? Or still facility between you? This one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you guys make your way forward, wind is a sort of comfortable wind, taking the heat of the summer sun off. And although level, occasional sort of ancient cobbles peeks through the dirt road, traveling across, getting decades of. And as you sort of turn the corner of the road, you notice footprints leading up and down it, many of which seem to be made by small feet.
Oh no.
Small clawed.
Mm.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh my.
Look at this. Such a pretty man.
Find yourselves. Shay, you would probably notice the feet first, sort of footprints first.
So what was that? Yeah, I can...
Where are they located?
They just seem to be running sort of up and down the road.
Seeing this, Kay would say that these are familiar to the feet that I saw in the forest a day back where we found the child.
So maybe it wasn't the wolf runners?
Maybe not, but does anybody know what these feet come from?
Did we look at the feet of the girl?
No, she's a little human girl.
Well, these look like human feet with claws.
But
So
you looked
they're
at
not
the girl,
human
you
feet.
tell me. What do her feet look like?
Did she have claws on her feet?
No, she didn't. No, she was a human.
Well, okay, no, they looked fine.
Oh, well.
I was convinced it was the wolf runners, but now that they're so far out of the forest, I'm
Well,
unsure.
but if they're werewolves, then they can turn human and wolf. So why would they not come into the city when they're human?
I mean, because
These footprints aren't human, though.
That is true.
I think didn't Urki say that they operate within the forests? I mean, why would they come out? It's only a risk to them.
Well, but we know
But I
that
mean,
they...
why would they steal money if they weren't gonna spend it?
Right, and we know they hide their uniform or whatever, so they have to have other clothes somewhere or something.
Yeah, and they're not getting this cloak back.
No, of course not.
So most of the claw feet or paths or
Does anybody know anything that has like human-looking feet and claws on it?
Probably a lot of things.
A lot? I don't know.
We fought goblins, we fought kobolds,
Do they
Yes.
have? Well, kobolds have claws, I guess.
and
Honestly,
I
I'm
assume
not
that
sure what your
goblin-
footprint would look like.
yes. No offense.
Like a foot.
Oh, okay.
I can show you. I can take
No,
off my
it's
boots.
alright.
No,
why
no.
not? Please, again. It's
Yes,
been like a week since we
guys,
took
yes.
a bath. No more.
Also, you guys have seen me naked. You should know I have normal feet.
I wasn't looking at your feet there.
Kay puts one of her boots down next to one of the footprints. Like, how much smaller are they to her foot?
Okay, so the footprints are rear of the path.
Whereabouts, sorry?
Here, more towards the middle end of the path.
So, like, up here?
No.
Up here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And there's also graves there.
How convenient.
Is anyone moving up with Karnaka? Or...
Yeah, I'll go.
Please be careful.
Fine. Our eyes
Yeah.
are the best.
If I
As
measure my
you
foot up against
guys
it.
move up, I need you to roll initiative.
Oh,
Hey!
Guys,
Go!
so lol.
Oh,
That looks good.
yeah, pretty good so far.
yeah. Better than last time.
Much better.
Yeah.
Well done, guys. High fives.
Yay, high five.
We'll just wait and see if Uramorn ruins it. God.
Oh yeah.
And Urki.
And Urki.
The Urkster.
yes.
There we
Oh,
go.
dang!
Not disappointing. Urki.
Woo!
Oh,
there you go. You know,
what?
Look, we just automatically win with these initiative rolls.
Yeah. When you have emotional trauma, you roll
Okay.
better.
It's
So,
true.
you are all surprised.
Oh.
Damn it.
Some can't be surprised. Oh, wait.
Sam isn't here.
Boo.
I know, it ruins everything.
Oh, wait, look at that, they're kobolds.
Oh my God.
Fucking kobolds. These little.
Yeah. As you
Someone shout
notice that,
Heckelcorn.
Small creatures,
Run more. Kick off.
small creatures hiding within the foliage spring into view and begin to sort of move towards you. With a shriek, the small humanoids attack. Unlike the kobolds that you've seen previously, these ones are scaled and moss-coloured.
Oh.
They have sort
Oh
of,
my.
they seem to be sort of slimmer and have more sort of reptilian heads and tails. And you notice that they have small skull adornments around their ankles and feet.
So they're the woodsy kind of variety.
Forest kobolds.
Mhm.
Forest kobold.
Shay, two of them run towards you, daggers in hand.
Good.
What?
What?
Oh, I thought you said K. Sorry.
You feel as one of the daggers pierces into your hip.
Ow.
The other dagger, this kobold jumps on top of you and pierces it into the top of your shoulder. And you take 9 piercing damage in total.
Fuck.
She's down on my hit points already.
This happens when I have 14 hit
Right,
points.
she's 14, oh god.
Kanaka, the other 3 kobolds, run out of the forest towards you.
Oh no.
Daggers in hand.
Bye.
Okay. You feel as they also simultaneously attack. One dagger going in. The other one jumping on front of you, stabbing you. Take a total of 14 piercing damage.
Mother bitches.
It's a good thing that wasn't Shay.
Yeah, one of them's gonna get a hellish rebuke.
Okay, whereabouts are you?
Uh,
Yeah, cool, you can use your actions, that's fine.
yeah.
You
What-
are no
the
longer surprised.
one directly in front of me is
Yeah.
gonna get hellish rebuke. Oh, fuck.
Nice. That one's done.
Hopefully.
Oh, they take half on a save anyway.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
nice.
done.
Yes, that one. Completely incinerated by your hellish rebuke. His bones, the only thing left on him as it sort of clatters. Cool. It's going to bring this round to the top of initiative. What do we want Uramon to do?
Oh, if he's so far away.
Fucking go crazy
Can you
and
throw a
kill them.
javelin or something? Or see how close he can get for us.
Okay, let's move him up a little bit, and he's going to throw a javelin.
Yeah.
It's closest to him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dead.
He's
Shay, you
crazy.
see as how this javelin just bundles into this kobold to the side of you, smashing its body back into the foliage.
Oh,
Stay away from Shay.
That's a really good
That wasn't
That
bad.
was
That
good.
wasn't bad. Is that the one you were
Thanks,
working on with your microphone muted?
No.
oh, we have yet to hear it.
Aki is going to move up to the pesky little kobold! Shantae! Give us your blessing! Sort of the best tyrants.
Blast.
Hashtag blessed.
Blast.
I gotta kiss myself. It's so blessed.
Hot dang.
Okay. At this point, you see another slightly larger kobold
Oh,
What the fuck are you?
pokes his head out from over a boulder
Ooh.
towards
Ooh,
them.
my.
That's actually the east, although it's the west. Okay, that is flip.
Hmm.
He seems to have lots of different sort of contraptions and stuff around him.
Wait, where is he?
Yeah,
Where is he? Oh, there he is.
and you can see
Come
he
here.
has some sort of clay pot
Oh.
pot
Oh no.
Oh
in his
no.
hand. He sort of takes it from this sort of belt, lobs it towards you, Karnaka.
Of course he does.
Okay, cool. And you feel it as this pot smashes against your face. Acid instantly burning you as you take 11 acid.
Oh no.
oh no.
I'm down.
Okay.
Oh no.
For the skull kickers!
Go.
Into the air. Missed.
Shit.
Shay. Kanaka has fallen to you. Some pieces of acid have splashed onto your clothing, burning it away.
Fuck.
Fuck.
What do I do? Do I have any good spell? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'll do this. I will summon. No, I will cast Flame Blade.
Oh,
I want it. I want it.
sorry, Karnaka.
I cast Flame Blade, and I'm going to try and aim for the one in front of Karnaka.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's level 2. Yep. Oh, fuck, that's not good.
The damages, though.
Yeah, that's damn.
I've still not got the hang of this flame blade. It's just flickering in and out. You think you've got it, you swing forward and it flickers up again. You look at it, it flickers up in front of you. Like, shit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And then I'm going to bonus action heal Karnaka.
You put the red cross on, Kanaka.
Me?
You don't get red crosses. You get black skulls.
No.
Not until you're dead.
You get 4 hit points back. I'm
Thank
one
you.
temp.
And one temporary.
Yeah.
You see these
Yeah.
golden vines knitting together the acid burn on your face?
Shit stings.
Pick yourself back up. Currently prone.
Yep.
Oh my. Yeah. I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up. I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Why didn't that come up? Oh, never mind. Whatever. You know what it is. And do I want to do this? Do it. Yeah. I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna run back.
Run away.
I am. I'm gonna run back to Tara and shout, "Save me! Save me! Save me!"
I try.
Bye.
I.
Okay. You feel there's 2 of their daggers dragging into each of your legs as you go to. You take 7 piercing damage.
And they both take 10 ice damage.
You fall unconscious once again.
Are you down again?
She has 10
No,
temporary
I've got
hit
10
points.
hit points. Yeah.
Oh shit! Yes, you do. Yeah,
I
sorry,
do.
mother.
And they both take 10.
Okay, you get to me. And you see as they drag down the back of your legs, these sort of icicles just sort of fly off like ravens into their necks as they both collapse to the floor.
Yeah, you're damn right they do. Asshole.
GG.
Hang on, thank you.
At this point, more kobolds emerge
Oh no.
from
Oh,
behind
no.
the boulders.
Damn it.
Damn, double
Damn it.
damn.
For sure.
You can see these ones have
Okay, seeing all these arrows just aimed at me. It's like, I deserve this.
Shay
Uh,
feels 2 rocks clatter into your head. You take 8
Ow.
bludgeoning damage.
Oh my.
I'm down. I'm having a bad day.
That you see as another rock flies, smashes. He takes 7 damage.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
no.
Okay. This other kobold jumps over Shay's body, dagger in hand. stabs towards you, Tara, right into your thigh. You take 6 piercing damage.
Oh,
Little asshole.
Right,
6.
guys, this is not how this is supposed to go
For the
down.
skull kicker!
Skull
Kicks his
kicker.
kicking dust up at you at the same time.
He's a skull kicker.
Skull kicker.
Okay, well, from here, I will use my bonus action to heal Shay. With,
Wake up!
Healing word. And I'll use a second level slot for it. Yay, 7 points.
Yay! That's half my neck. Woohoo.
Jesus Christ.
And then I will pull out my hammer and I will try to hit the kobold that I'm right next to. No. I was too focused on healing Shay and I just... Whoo!
Sort of turns around, shakes his feet at you. The Skull he's sort of moving on his feet really quickly now, staying in one place. The skull adornments on his ankles clicking together, making this horrible noise.
Gross.
That's... Tara, don't get any ideas about new shoes from them, okay?
Okay.
Tara, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna step away in front of me.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop him.
Oh, probably not.
You have blessed.
Oh,
You
I
have
have
bless?
bless. That's good.
You're gonna hit with us.
13.
Woohoo!
You lunge towards it with your rapier. You see this sort of golden wheat-like thing directs your blade. It sort of brands the kobold in front of you. You sort of stab it into his leg. Takes 7 piercing damage. You cut all the way up its leg as it collapses through the floor.
You're damn right it does.
Okay. I can move after this, right?
You can move, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's gonna say, "Come at me."
Come at me, bro.
Savina.
Gonna move up next to Shay. Let's make sure I counted. Yep, more than good. On Mr. Claypot's over here. I'm gonna try and blind him.
Oh, dang.
Okay, cool. Constitution saving. Okay, all of a sudden, see as this kobold is doing his hands out, doesn't seem his eyes sort of
Nice.
fog over with this sort of icy appearance. Cool.
You ain't got no eyes, bitch.
Would you like to do anything else?
Yes.
Yes. She's pulling a K, y'all.
Yeah.
So about you, Ramon.
Okay, Urimon. What do we want Urimon to do?
Evil. Yeah, guys.
Yeah,
Charge
charge.
and
Just...
kill.
The one
Yeah,
that's
get
throwing
that,
his thing at him?
Yeah.
He jumps over the boulder, charges toward. How dare you hit me with a stone!
Sounded remarkably like Bullsack then.
Wee bit. You know.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Damn!
As he just slashes across the kobold tummy, completely cutting it in half.
Hey, at least they're not going for Molly this time, Ash.
Good point.
There's a reason I didn't move further forward.
Okay, what do we want?
I mean, Karnak is pretty low. Maybe he'd heal her.
Yeah, you're right next to him.
My tail's kind of like.
Don't worry, Mrs. K! Me and Shantae will see you come through! It sort of touches your chest. Smell of sort of hay and stuff comes into you as you heal.
It's the fog.
As he touches my chest, I'm going to give him the dirtiest look ever.
This kobold sort of, you see it fiddling around with its stuff, and it picks out this other clay pot, and he just sort of throws it forward blindly, and as it smashes on the ground, just in front of UK, all of these horrible little grubs
Oh
start
god,
making their
no.
way
No.
out of the pot.
Oh no.
What the fuck is that?
Don't
It
like
has
it.
way too many teeth.
I fucking hate bugs.
I hate everything.
For good reason.
He's gonna sort of feel his way towards the bush here.
Mhm.
His way. Just behind the boulder.
I said, come at me.
Do you try and redo his con save? Okay, cool. And he just sort of disappears behind the boulder there. Shay.
Second. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna wild shape into a panther. Come on, do your. Oh.
Do
wait,
the
no.
thing.
I'm trying to do the thing. Come on, right click. Right, why is it not doing it? Right click. Alex, it's not doing the thing.
Make sure you have it on the actual
Hey, it's the wrong
targeting
token.
icon and not
No,
the
no.
measuring
It's okay,
stick.
it's the wrong. I took the token from the first page, and the token on the first page must be the wrong one.
Oh, okay. Touches. Touche.
Right with that one.
There we go.
Touche.
This side. The dark side.
Hey, there she is.
There I am. Shit, okay. Oh, wait, did I think this through? Maybe.
What happens to your flame blade?
It probably
This
just
is-
vanishes. I lose it.
It does that.
I mean, it's a concentration spell.
I think
but-
you can still concentrate on spells when you're in wild shape
Yeah,
form. I
you
just
Yeah.
don't think you can hold a flame scimitar.
No, I can't.
It's got in your
Hold
knife.
mouth.
It would be cool though.
Oh, my teeth are on fire.
Flip
Yeah, it's a
pod.
concentration spell for up to 10 minutes. So. Okay, anyway.
You keep concentration on it.
Yeah, you'll keep concentrating. So if you
Okay,
can't
okay.
attack, you'll still have it.
Wait, okay, I need to open a transfer page because I forget how far I can move.
Shit.
50 foot, okay. Go away, screen. Sorry, I'm getting cluttered on my screen. Okay, so
So
5.
we need 2 screens.
Okay, can I potentially just. Can I run right for him or is that not possible? I don't mind getting opportunity attacked on.
So he's difficult
Or
to
is
see
it-
at the moment because
Yeah.
he's behind that boulder there.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to run through the boulder.
No.
Okay, I couldn't tell if I couldn't tell what the angle was on the boulder or not, like if it's possible or not. Okay, that's fine. Instead then I'm just gonna run for this guy.
Cool.
Oh, wrong one. And I'm trying to do the pounce.
Yeah, that's fine.
So where is?
Oh wait, you need 20 feet for a pounce.
Yeah, I had 20 foot.
You moved 15 feet.
Was it?
He's
Oh,
20
okay.
feet away, but you've moved 15. You can pounce on this one.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's right. Because I can run through. Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, you
then,
can run through
then.
that.
All right, I'll do that. I'm trying to see what I have to make again to get a claw attack. Okay, claw.
Oh
Do I
wow.
hit? Do I hit? Do I hit? Do I hit? I can't see.
Yeah, that definitely.
23, man.
23,
Okay, for 4 damage. And then pounce, so I can. My computer is so flimsy. I'm sorry.
Strength saving throw.
Yeah, and if he fails, I can make an extra bite attack.
What's the DC for the strength saving throw?
12.
Okay, he's got 14, I'm afraid.
No.
So you lunge onto, you grab onto his shoulder, and he just elbows
Mhm.
pushing you to get your pants off on him.
Okay.
Tanaka.
Yes, here I come. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 to that, and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this guy right here.
Okay, cool.
Here it comes. 20.
Yep. This sort of purple energy just fires out. Pokeballs left, is there?
Little buttholes.
Shay, you feel as you're sort of coming off, you feel his dagger just pierce into the underbelly of the panther. So that takes your panther form takes 3 piercing damage.
Cool.
Oh no.
I'm fine.
Okay. Ashby.
Huh. Okay, I will. Crap! I don't have anything good that I can do right now.
You will crap.
Yeah, pretty much. Excellent. Okay. Will cast spiritual weapon,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my inspiration, and I'm going to put it.
Okay, cool. So you're looking to
So-
smash the.
Yes. So my giant hammer will appear and swing at the kobold there.
And you hear a sort of sickening crunch as your sort of hammer crashes into the board next to it as well. It starts to crack.
That'll
You're
be-
unable to see him, but you haven't heard anyone collapse or anything.
Just smooshed a blind kobold.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Ugh. They don't know what come at me means.
To be fair,
to
I'm not
him.
entirely certain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I do that?
No, it's difficult to aim the actual ball into it.
Then let's do something else. Well, let's just go there. And she's gonna cast Dissonant Whisper at that guy at
Sure.
2nd level. And she's gonna say, "You can't hide from me, little one."
Okay.
Ugh, that wasn't good.
That wasn't good.
Yeah, it's like
That's better than
really
half damage, so yeah.
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 That's better than average.
Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, still,
That's
still
my
6
job.
on a
I
save.
did fine.
Yeah, it's still 6 damage on a save, man.
Yeah.
You hear just this horrible scream come from behind the boulder.
Oh,
Nice.
Jade.
Yes. Okay, I did well.
I did well.
Savina.
Congratulations.
Good.
Thank you.
You see there seems to be these rock grubs in the path ahead of you, redden out.
Well, nobody's nearby, and I don't feel like necrotic is going to do a whole lot to them, so I'm going to try and ice knife them. Nothing's within 5.
The grubs.
Oh, the grubs. Okay, I
Yeah.
forgot about the grubs. I was like, wait, there's only one kobold, and we're surrounding it.
I don't like these grubs. They're
Yeah, surprised.
Bugs are
gross.
icky.
Yeah, you see they have like these sort of sharp.
Oh, that's good. Bugs don't like the cold. Remember that.
There's lots of them, so it's difficult to hit them with the actual.
Yeah. Throw it at their general form.
But as it explodes, you see as all these knives sort of take out nearly about half of the swarm of rock grubs. Would you like to do anything else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bugs are gross.
Bugs are gross.
They are.
Ramon's gonna jump up to this one here.
Decimate him. Do it.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
I'd say that happened.
Damn.
Just sort of goes down low, comes up in the kobold's groin, shouts like all the way through, cutting the kobold in half as blood starts to coat your fur, matting it. Shame.
Wow.
Only had one hit point left.
Oh god, overkill.
Okay. He's going to walk to this swarm of crabs and try to smash it with his homemade club. Does manage to, you see as he sort of squats a couple of them under, stamps on one foot as well. A couple of these grubs still in distance. You see as the grubs make their way onto Urki,
Okay.
crawling up his body.
Ooh.
Oh no.
And you see as Urki lets out a screamage. You see as these grubs start to eat their way into him.
Oh god, no. We're gonna have to kill Urki, guys. He's contaminated now. He cannot live.
As four of them start to make their way into his flesh.
Oh!
That's nasty, yo.
Shay, your turn. Urki behind you, just screaming out in pain as you turn around to see these rock grubs just burrowing into his skin. Looks like if they're left for any sort of period of time, they may be able to burrow their way in too far for you guys to stop.
God damn. I guess I will drop Wild Shape. No, that's my bonus action. I believe, yes.
As you drop it, your flaming blade
Come
flames
back.
into existence.
I'll run over to Urki and could I try and I don't know. I mean, is there still grubs on him?
Yeah, you can see his four are still trying to bury their way into him. The other one climbing on.
Can I try and pick it off with the sword next to Urki's face? This just seems dangerous now that I think about it.
You can try and attack them still.
Okay.
They seem to be hesitant of the fire as
Yeah. Go for it.
Nope.
Urki can't be that. Oh, yeah, I mean, there's lots of one of these grubs.
You sort of grab hold of Urki, you get your flame blade, you just sort of take it as close to Urki as you can, dragging it down the front of his body. You hear the screams as you sort of burn off these rock grubs that start to dig their way into him. You manage to catch all of the rock grubs as you drag the sword down.
Oh my god, that was disgusting. I'm sorry, Urki.
Shay, you are always saving Urki.
And Urki faints.
Oh,
Sounds about right.
I didn't mean to kill Urki, guys. He's dead. Okay.
Oh, well.
That was fucking disgusting.
Fortunately, there's already graves here, so let's just toss them in.
I'm joking. I should.
Yes, I know.
I'm sorry. Something that's hard to do. Oh god. What were those things? Does anyone know what they were?
What, the bugs or the kobolds?
The bugs.
What, you know, aren't you a druid or something? Are bugs your terrain or whatever?
I mean, not really, but I could try. Could I identify what animals these are? Like, what kind of, they're a certain species or
Make
something?
a nature check.
Okay. Navigating. Oh fuck, I'm not really good. Tell me.
No, you've never seen anything like this before. This is certainly not like.
No. Never seen anything.
Why the fuck was he keeping them inside a bloody clay pot for?
Seemed to
Well,
work.
for obvious for that purpose. throwing them at people.
Hmm.
That's fucking horrible. Has anyone ever seen green kobolds before?
No.
He was going to say something, but he's unconscious.
You're unconscious.
What do you guys... Is there anything on the big one over there, Ash?
We don't know yet. Is there anything on the big one? Do we have any more little jars or anything?
Ooh.
No, it doesn't seem to
Yeah.
have any more sort of tricks or anything. It does look like it has some sort of instruments for like making stuff and like some stuff like that.
I like
in
instruments for
total,
making stuff.
Those are the best kind.
yeah, just like a chisel, a little sword stuff. They're made for some, but you could probably use them. You do, amongst all the kobolds, you do find 54 copper pieces.
Ooh. Okay.
Can we please just get to Winterhaven now, please? I'm so sick of not being in a city.
Yes, let's move as soon as possible. We can't be far. Urki said we were close. Uramon, can you grab Urki, please, and take him to the cart?
Oh, I'll use a spell slot to heal Arky.
Aki's just fainted from unconsciousness.
okay.
He's not like he's not
Okay.
too bad or anything.
And
Okay.
What's that?
Yeah, you guys continue to make your way towards
Yeah.
Winterhaven.
We run over their corpse.
Oh god.
In the shadow of the mountainsides, to the north and south of you. He does eventually come to consciousness.
Oh god.
relax.
Sort of. What happened? They were eating me! Oh, it was horrible! Oh.
You should
Yeah,
go
you
thank
got
Miss Shay
those.
for that. She
He sort of
saved
slumps down into the wagon itself. Oh.
As Ashby said, you can thank Shay for that. She took her sword and took them off you.
Oh, will. Bloody kobolds! Skull kickers they were! Oh. He sort of weakly brings himself.
A skull
Oh.
kicker? What, is that a different form of a kobold?
They normally stick to the Crag Canyon to the north!
The
We
Crag
pay them.
Canyon.
Yeah, Lord Padraig! Oh, pay some gold to leave us alone!
Lord Pedrag.
Yeah, it's a sort of deal, I guess. We give a bit of gold and they leave and they don't have.
Well, obviously this Lord Pedrag isn't paying them. So why the fuck did they attack us?
Lord Padraig wouldn't slack on his duty, so he must have made the kobolds go rife.
Yeah, like your Lord Pedrag not paying them.
No, something's probably upset Saranox. Oh, Christ, that's not good news.
Who's Serenox?
Saranox is a leader, a green dragon.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
no.
Nasty piece of business. That's why we pay their tribute. We don't want any hassle from them, you see.
I can imagine. First
Bad
of
news!
fucking
Colts! Saranox angry! Colts running amok on the east way! Oh,
Jesus
we need to let Lord Padraig know! We need to get back to Winterhaven pronto!
We're trying.
And Arky seems to be sort of a bit paranoid at this point.
What is it with kobolds and dragons?
I mean,
Kay
the
kind of like
plan is
looks at
saying-
Euromon.
Armon's just like shrugs his shoulder. I'm not a kobold. I'm a dragonborn. I don't know anything about kobolds.
Don't they think like they're descendants of them or something?
You would remember. Shit, what was it?
Eustrail.
Yustrael saying that they were descendants of dragons. And
They
it's
seem a
probably
bit
pretty common
small.
knowledge that Cabal only revere dragons.
Perhaps we need to pay this Lord Padraig a visit and ask him why the fuck he's not paying these gold balls or the dragon, whatever. But first we need to sort out this Winterhaven business.
Yes. Maybe it's all connected somehow.
Feels like there is a very unlikely revealing itself in front of.
Hmm.
To Winterhaven!
Yes, let's keep going.
Let's go.
Yeah, you guys head out. The rest of the day passes without issue. You managed to find a secluded place to camp, just up by the sort of mountainside, a little bit off the path, shaded by some small sort of wooded area of trees. Your rest goes without any issues. If you can all make survival checks for me again.
Nice.
Oh damn,
Ash.
Ash!
Damn.
That's not worse.
Double crit.
Okay, I think given that Ashby got a crit and got a crit as well, I think probably managed to find enough rations for everyone this time.
Hey!
Yay!
So no need to use your own rations.
Hazoo!
You guys finish a long rest, obviously, so you can change your repair spells, etc. as you wish. Is there any business you guys would like to take care of before you make out? Aki's very. Come on, let's go! Windhaven's not far now!
Shay.
Sorry, you say Shay?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, the situation has been a little tense since the whole whistle thing. So, maybe you could give like a leader speech or something before we go into a town that has like a green dragon and a cult. Just maybe.
I'm not so good with the public speech life, but
But you're the leader.
you call me that, but
Well, you called yourself that. I
don't remember making such a...
But
we should,
you are
we
the
should
leader now.
Okay. I will try to say something. I don't know if it'll...
And we really need a leader. Look at us.
We're a mess.
We are. So will you say something maybe?
I'll try.
Okay.
Before we go to Winterhaven, I would like to stop the cart at some point.
Tara, you can take some inspiration.
Thank you.
Shay, probably about midday, when everyone sort of stops to eat lunch. That'd probably be a good time to do whatever you wish to do.
Jay will stand in front of everyone. What is this? Was Karnak already? Don't want to read it. I think we should address the problems within our group at the current. I know that things have been tense the last few days with the Hulk Forest and all the events that went on within it, but I feel like we shouldn't go into Winterhaven with any bad blood between us, or like negative feelings or any of the kind, because it will only affect us as a party, and we need to be stronger together than these like issues that we have with one another. So I think we should announce all of our secrets. Oh, that's a bad idea.
I think they're insane.
All of our
Call your
secrets?
leader insane.
There's someone who wants us to announce all of our secrets to people. Again, we have known for 2 weeks. I'm sorry.
I may have been a little bit overzealous there, but I just mean we need to be honest with each other. And I understand that Savina kept a secret that could be damaging to us as people. And
No.
Savina was not the only one who
Savina,
kept a
Shay
secret.
as well.
Savina's trusted me with it, and
And you did
I
not
trust
trust us with it.
I trusted Savina to reveal it. It wasn't my place to out her as
A necromancer?
Really? So it wasn't our place to follow you after Belak?
I didn't have to, but you did.
None of
Right.
you. Would you have followed? Well, I was coming here regardless, but would you have followed me here if I hadn't saw what I saw at Winterhaven?
Yes, I would have.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't have anywhere else to go, and it's an adventure, so why not?
And I have to contact the Emerald Enclave here. And also, anywhere where there's darkness in the world, fight.
There is
And Savina
darkness
would have as well.
following us.
Are you
This
talking
young
about-
girl wields the power of darkness.
It's just a whistle, though. We can destroy it.
It is not just a whistle, and it doesn't matter. It's not the principle of the whistle. It is what it represents. It is what that action represents. It is what that betrayal of trust represents. I don't understand how that is so hard for you to comprehend. I'm sorry. I don't
'Cause
mean
Savina
I don't
isn't
mean
a
to be
bad person.
I don't
She
care
isn't-
whether she's a bad person or not. She was given it to. She was entrusted with the whistle to not use it. There is no call to summon undead just to say if you could summon the undead.
So how do we fix it?
Right now we go to Winterhaven and we do our dumb jobs.
All I ask then is we don't let this affect us as a group. We get the job done in Winterhaven and we don't let any of our differences distract us.
We need to rely on each other. People might die if we don't.
And we can't do that if we have secret, grudges for each other's ability.
There's no secret grudge. There is open disdain. I'm sorry, that's not going to change. You're right. What we have to do in Winterhaven is more important than anything else. But that doesn't mean I have to like the people that I'm around while I do it. And it certainly doesn't mean that I have to trust those who I cannot.
Well, all of you need to know, I trust each and every one of you.
Then you are a fool, Shay. Sorry.
I have faith. And that's all I need when I'm with friends.
Perhaps, Aspie, you acted a bit hasty. Like the great mother Chantea, perhaps we should nurture. Poor Savina here. Judge her for the good that she's done while she's been with us. Rather than taking this negative approach, let's turn it into a positive and make something better.
Arky,
Yes,
shut
you
the
didn't
hell up.
understand.
You are not part of this group. We are burdened with you on our way back to Winterhaven.
It seems a bit harsh, but very well. I see how it is.
If you are, Arky, if you are an acolyte of the Great Mother,
how does the great
then how does the Great Mother feel about undeath? How does the Great Mother feel about abusing the patterns of nature?
I mean, it's obviously not the best thing to do, but
You are trying.
I like Savina. She's very pretty.
Well, then you are more than welcome to like her, and you are more than welcome to think she is pretty. But what she does is wrong, and I will not see it any other way.
It's a bloody shame that is our spirit. And he will just sort of slump down into the.
I am a very firm believer in that anyone should be able to do what they wish to do. But using another's body, bringing it back from the dead, even, That is not something I can idly stand by and watch. Especially not with she who I made a pact with. Savina, I'm sure you are a lovely girl, and I'm sure you have much to say about this. But if you are going to do this in front of us, if you are going to do this, use this type of magic, I cannot be around any of you. I will make the rest of my journey into Winterhaven by myself if needs be. But necromantic magic is not something I can abide.
We're not gonna let you go in there alone, and you know that.
You will never be alone, Karnoka. Not in this life.
Then what the fuck are we waiting for? Let's go.
Agreed. Great speech, Shay.
Like,
Well, let's go kick some cultists' asses.
Yeah, as it starts to descend to late afternoon, the rutted eastway winds through the eventually coming upon town Winterhaven.
ooh,
Ooh. It looks cozy.
it does.
Yes, the town is nestled in a forested valley. The stone walls appear weathered, but still manage to support the defensive palisades. Small thatched homes stand around Winterhaven, each fronting a small piece of farmland that's been cleared of trees. Beyond the farms, to the east and slightly to you can see that there are dark woods in all directions that rise around the tall mountain. You can also see that there is a flag hanging above the entranceway to Winterhaven itself, which seems to have a shield-like crest with a purple dragon upon it, standing upright. And there seem to be guards stood at the doorway.
Does it seem hinky at all?
Does it seem what, sorry?
Hinky.
Kinky?
Hinky!
Suspicious.
What is
Does it
this?
seem suspicious?
H-I-N-K-Y.
Oh, suspicious. No, just a second.
Do
Modest
I
sort of village.
like recognize the town as from what I saw in Kay's vision?
Yes, this is like the same town that you would have seen.
This is the place that I saw, guys.
Do you
Everything.
recognize any landmarks?
DM, do I recognize any landmarks?
Probably the thing that most stands out most to you is reaching 300 feet, which you can all see. That seems to be towards the sort of center of the town. Before you guys reach the gate, Erky sort of jumps off the wagon. My friends, I must seek out Sister Lenora at the temple. You are, of course, welcome to join me. However, you may be interested in securing lodgings. The local inn, Rofton's, is blessed with fine ale and a friendly wife. If you require anything while you're in town, please do not hesitate to come by and give me a shout. And he'll sort of make his way forward. The guards greet him, sort of surprised at first, and then just sort of, you can see as they sort of give him a hug and sort of wave him on his way. Are you guys looking to enter?
It seems as though the people tolerate him here.
You know, in the long run, I actually kind of like Turkey.
And it doesn't look like the city has been attacked yet, does it?
No, maybe we're early. There might be time.
Oh
That's
good, we're early.
Well, what about the dead girl?
Oh, yes.
I think we do need to tell the guards as soon as we enter.
This is true.
Okay.
Damn it, and Urki left and everything. How are we going to prove this?
How far ahead is Urki?
Yeah, he's gone.
Erky was
like,
with us. I'm sure that'll be sufficient.
True. Okay.
okay.
Then let's go.
Yeah, and as you sort of make your way up with guards. Hold up there, guys. All right then. What have we got here? I'm afraid I'm going to have to see your adventure charter ship, please.
At the what?
Our who?
Our what?
You do have an adventure ship charter ship, right? I mean, you've got unpeacebound weapons. You should have a charter ship of adventure ship.
I'm a member of the Emerald Enclave. Does that grant me any access to my weaponry?
He just sort of looks at you, he's like, no, it doesn't.
Well,
The laws of Cormir state that all weapons must be peacebound at all times, unless you have a charter ship or you're a member of the local militia or Purple Dragons.
You know, I'm very sorry, sir, but we are new to this part of the town. I don't suppose you could just let us slip through just this one time?
No, missus, I cannot.
Urki was our companion for several days. Surely he could speak well of us.
Aki doesn't stand above the law, my friend. Right.
If it's the law, then bind our weapons and let us be on our way.
Well, it's not quite that simple, I'm afraid. When did you arrive in Cormir? Where exactly have you having your weapons peacebound? This is too much for me to deal with. I'm afraid I'm going to have to invite you in, and I'm going to have to get Mr. Kelfman here to teach you. Why is it always on my day when I get the crap?
So, while we're waiting for that Mr. Something, can we go to the tavern? I've heard
No,
they
you
have
may
black
not.
bread.
You're going to have to wait in the watchtower.
Okay.
Bloody paperwork that's going to come with this. Jesus Christ.
Also, we have a body.
What?
Great! Excellent timing, sir. That's just...
We had to tell someone there's this
That's just
cool girl in our...
What do you mean you have a body?
We found this little girl on the road.
Oh, gee, boy. Paperwork's just getting more and more. Paperwork's just getting more and more.
I'm sorry for ruining your day.
Paperwork's
It's a bit
just
agitated.
awful.
All right. What's the situation with the child?
We
What
found her on the road and she is dead.
It was outside the forest.
All right.
From what has happened to us for the past couple of days, I do believe that perhaps it was kobolds that took this young girl's life.
Yes, green ones.
The skull kickers. Causing plenty of trouble around here, that's for sure.
And we believe that this poor girl unfortunately lost her life to them.
I
So
can certainly
perhaps-
believe that.
Perhaps we could take her to a temple and then come and meet you and this Mr. Kelfman, was it?
I'll see that the boys take care of the child. You guys make your way into the watchtower, please. I'm sure the captain will be here shortly to do whatever needs to be done, alright?
Okay.
Sure. Let's all go along the watchtower.
Okay.
Into the watchtower. You see guards have sort of been set over you to just keep an eye on you. And as he does, he requests you to hand over weapons so that you peacebound.
You wouldn't take a walking stick away from a lame lady, would you?
And you wouldn't take away the throwing knives of an entertainer, now would you?
Or the hammer
Yeah.
of a blacksmith. I mean, how am I supposed to make a living?
Please! Blacksmith,
Yes, sir.
do you have any membership or anything that proves that you're a blacksmith?
I do. I am a member of the Blacksmiths Guild.
He sort of looks over it, sort of looking up at you at the same time. Fine. You may keep your hammer. It is a
Okay,
tool.
thank you.
I give
You
him
can
my
keep your staff, okay? Love, is fine. All right. Just sort of pat you on
Greatly
the knee.
appreciated.
You will have to hand over your daggers.
That's racist.
No,
I'm
That's
not
a
really-
bit suspect.
He's quite good.
I'm not a slut.
I'm sorry. It's just the
I'm an
law.
entertainer, and these are my tools of profession.
You may not have any form of weaponry. I'm sorry, my dear. You will have to hand over the daggers. We'll peacebound your lovely little rapier there. You may keep that peacebound, but the daggers we will have to confiscate. I'm afraid, big fella, those
I cannot
those
bad
javelins
idea.
will have to come to us. Well, if that's all right with you. Yeah.
When do I get
Yeah.
them back?
Well, if you get a charter ship of adventure ship, I'm sure that Pedro will be happy to hand them back to you. Well, I mean, wait until the captain gets here and he can explain it to you.
Okay.
I've just been told to watch over you and ensure that any weapons you have
I
peacebound.
just hold on to these then until the captain gets here.
No, miss, you'll have to hand them over. Please stop making life difficult. It's a crime to have unpeacebound weapons. You could go to jail. People have been killed for less, you know.
That seems a little extreme, but
Well,
okay.
that's the laws here in Cormier. Perhaps you should have learned them before you came trumpeting in.
It might be
These
best,
are
Tara.
Yes, it's okay. She hands over her throwing knives, but like really slowly, and just watches him with like this death stare.
You know, I once saw her kill a man with her bare hands.
True.
The guard just looks at you really nervously. Can't really do much about that, can I?
No.
It's a good piece of knowledge to remember,
Try
though.
not being the next one.
Oh, that's
That's a threat there, my young dear. Mate, you're
Oh, no.
treading a thin line. I'll have you.
Was just small talk.
And as that happens, the door swings open, and
Samuel L. Jackson.
That's what I thought, yeah.
It's Nick Fury.
I love you in Snakes on a Plane. There you go.
a dark-skinned individual, so it's more sort of thick, or goatee, with a lined cloak walks in. I am von Kelfman, and I am the captain of the guard. Now, I understand that you do not have a charter ship of adventure. Is this correct?
Yes.
This is correct.
Yes.
And he sort of sits down. Please, explain to me how you are riding here, and how you do not have a charter ship, and yet you have unpeacebound weapon.
We made a deal with a individual in Neverwinter, and she teleported us to the region. Sadly, she did not inform us of the customs here. Yeah.
Also, we then cleared out like the Sunless Citadel, walked
We did.
through a stupid forest, and got here.
We did a lot of good along the way.
And
Yes.
we rescued your little friend, Urki Timbers.
You are the ones that have returned Urki. Christ,
Yes.
you could have left him back. I did not want Urki to return. He's a pain in my ass.
Yes,
We
he
know the
is.
feeling.
I kind of
Well-
like him.
I mean, he is harmless, but why?
We understand, but you know, he seems so excited about coming back to his home here.
Well, what you are saying is certainly joining up a couple of dots. The purple dragons that escorted Lord Pedro back after the summer solstice had been tasked with going to explore some unknown magic that had happened south of Orcus. That must be the teleportation that you have spoken about. I will make sure that Valfoon gets a message sent to the arcane wizards so that they can inform the king. Now,
Who is the king here in this region?
oh, sorry, did I say king? I was mistaken. They actually have a regent at the.
A region.
The king is not old enough to sit the throne.
Who is the regent?
You don't even know who the regent of Cormier is.
I am not from here, or can you not tell?
Oh,
Don't see very many tieflings around in your town so far.
And you don't seem to know who we are, so who is insulted here, really?
why would I know who you are?
Because we're very important.
Philfares Salazar, the Dowager Dragon, and regent for King Azuan V.
Philip Salah.
Paste that.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh wow. I spelled that completely wrong in my notes.
Now, what are we going to do with you?
Well, how about you give us our weapons back?
You will need a charter ship of adventure ship if you would like your weapons back.
And just
We
tell
would
us
like
how
one
to
of
do
those.
that.
Can we purchase that, please?
Yes.
Well, it just so happens that Lord Pedrak is able to provide a charter ship as a noble of Cormier. However, it will cost you 1,000 gold pieces and a tax of 300 gold pieces per year.
How are we supposed to pay that? That is insane.
Well, this is perhaps where you can help us. Have you by
Of
any
course
chance
it is.
met our friendly skill kicker kobolds?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
we could.
Yeah.
Good, good. I wish I had more resources. I could drive those kobolds back to the area, whatever foul pit spawned them.
So what
So,
do you need
what do
us
you-
to
I have
do?
heard the whispered name of a marauder leader's name, Iron Tooth. But I have no idea who or what that might be. Now, Lord Pedrak would like to see that these kobolds are taken care of. He has returned from his summer solstice at the capital, and the kobolds have driven rife while he has been away. We have paid our homage, and yet now they ransack our farmsteads, taking
you
children
want
with
us-
them.
To get rid of this iron tooth.
We need to know what is going on, and if you can, take care of the kobolds. I'm sure Lord Pedrak will be willing to provide you with a charter ship of adventure ship to allow you to do so.
Sounds
Would you be
like a
interested
deal.
in speaking with Lord Pedrak to discuss the possibilities?
Yes. Right? Che?
Yes, that sounds like a acceptable offer if we are to operate within the town of Winterhaven, which we would like to do very much.
And he's sort of leaning forward. He's got it. Very well. In this case, it is getting late now, so I will not introduce you to the Lord Pedrak tonight. I suggest that you take lodgings at Rofton's Inn. It is just on the right as you get past the gate. You will have to keep your weapons peacebound for now, and any weapons that cannot be peacebound must be kept with the guard here. That does include your throwing knives, ma'am.
I was just about.
And you will leave your staff. Do not try to trick me with that, you little tiefling. I know what you are like. You will leave your staff.
I will not leave my staff. I needed to.
What do you mean you needed to walk? I have seen your type of.
Show him
I
your
know
way.
what you are like capable of.
Kanaka kind of grits her teeth and she taps her staff against her bad knee, like with the chink of the metal underneath.
You can make a persuasion check.
$22.
Nice.
Very well. You clearly have some sort of injury. You may keep the staff, but I will have the guards keeping an eye on you. If I see any funny business, I tell you now. I will be taking that staff.
You could certainly try.
And you, Elf, I understand you're a member of the Emerald Enclave.
I am.
So's the big fella.
I can't remember. Or is he more like an honorary member?
Maybe Ermon isn't, but he works.
Yeah, he works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Very well. Then we are very welcome to have you in our humble village. Now, I will leave you. I have much business to deal with. And I must speak to Lord Pedrak about your appearance and about your potential help dealing with the kobolds. I thank you for your patience in this matter.
Before you go, sir, I don't suppose you have any sort of imagery of what this charter ship of adventure ship looks like at all, do you? Just so I could just know what I'm looking for when we eventually meet this Lord Patrick.
I don't see any purpose in this. You will get a charter ship of adventure ship when you see Lord Pedrak tomorrow.
I know, but I'm just curious, just to make sure that we're getting the right thing.
The charter ships are kept with Lord Pedrak in the manor.
So you don't have any whatsoever? Not even just a small one?
No, of course I do not. I cannot give out a charter ship of adventure ship. You need to be given out by a noble of Cormier.
Okay, he isn't of any authority. It's okay.
It's true. He's
What
not
do you mean? I am
Let's
the
go.
captain of the guard here.
Come on, Tara! And we leave.
I wish you a pleasant stay in Winterhaven.
We'll see
I
you
will
tomorrow.
come by the inn tomorrow.
Come and
revoir.
drink with
Lord
us
Pedrak.
tonight.
I suggest that you bring a more respectful tone when you see Lord Pedrak tomorrow. And he gives you a sort of stare as you leave, Tara.
Mhm.
God damn it.
I don't like him.
You know, if we could get our hands on one of those charter ship of adventure ship without paying that 1,000 gold, I believe I could definitely fix something up for us.
Maybe there's
Well-
another adventuring group in the tavern.
I actually think that if we kill the kobolds, we don't have to pay.
True, it is a free offer.
Yes, but why do we want to go through all the effort of trying to do that? I mean, it literally took us so many days to get here, and we got killed, we got attacked so many times.
That is true, but I actually enjoy killing things. So,
Alright.
And if we could get in good reputation with the people, if we did jobs for them, it would help with our investigation of the cult.
That's certainly true.
Yes,
well, let's go get pissed.
Yeah,
I like that idea a lot. Let's go to Rafton's Lodge.
First, I have to
And
find a
that's where
stable,
we will-
but you're more than welcome.
Oh.
I'll meet you up there after a while.
We'll end the session there.
okay. Oh.
At the beginning of next session.
Goodbye.